YouTubers and everyone. I pray all is well with people in general, but I know you're not. Uh, just wanted to get on here. Here's a topic I want to just come through and a lot of students are going back to school if they haven't already, and in the state I live in, kids are not all back in school. But I wanted to get on here real quick and talk about the topic of bullying. Bullying to me is a very serious topic, and there's so many aspects of bullying in so many areas of life equated to children, and we equate it to children or people as total opposites of each other, and that's necessarily not the case. Bullying is a dangerous thing. Questions, yes. Hey, John. Of bullying, for instance, as Whoopi Goldberg would say, the man in the White House, Donald Trump. He has man in the White House, Donald Trump. He has done a lot of bullying. There's a thing called verbal places that bullying happens. It's not just in school. You also have bullying in church. You have bullying in your families. You have bullying at work. You have bullying all over the place. When you go shopping, people bully people while they shopping. You riding the trains and stuff. It's all types of bullying, and bullying is scary because it causes a lot of people to go suicidal. It causes a lot of people to become depressed. It causes some people to become mental. It causes some people to develop low self-esteem. Some people develop an aspect of violence, and then there's people that take bullying and turn it around and like build it from it because they're like, you know what, I was bullied, so I want to stop the bullying. Uh, for parents first, watch signs of your kids when they're changing. Because sometimes you can tell when a child's being bullied, and sometimes you can tell when your child is a bully. Kids start to, if you know your child was really withdrawn from people, and then all of a sudden it's like, why are you not making no friends? Ask these questions. It's very imperative because you never know what might be going on when they go to school, that kids are picking on them, taking their lunch. Some kids do things just to fit in. They don't have nice hair, so people might pick on them because they don't have nice hair, whether they're male or female. You don't have nice sneakers, so they're laughing at your sneakers. You might have a funny smell, and kids suffer with that. For example, in my son's school, and he was in kindergarten, no, first grade, that class had a lot of children that bullied the other kids in that class. That class was just viciously dangerous. Kids were fist fighting in first grade, physically abusing the other kids. That parents was taking the kids out of the class left and right, where you're like throwing pencils trying to scratch on an eye. My son's hair was pulled. Somebody rolled in the back of his shirt with a permanent marker. It was just craziness going on in that classroom by kids who were being early age bullies. And one parent told me, like, well, the way I discipline my child is I'll make him go do 20 push-ups, and then he'd be like, nah, I want to do 25. You are building him up to be a bully. Now you're building his strength up. That's not cool. And then kids become scared. And in that class, you had a lot of kids that became scared or did stuff just to fit in so they won't get bullied, and they still got bullied. My son, when he was preparing for second grade, and I was like, oh, what you want to put in your book bag? What you want to pack? Let's get things together. One of the things he said he wanted to pack was scissors. And I was like, why would you pack scissors first? Like, that's kind of weird, And he was like, so if the bullies are in my class this year, I could protect myself and maybe cut them for messing with. And I was like, oh my God. But guess what? It was turmoil in that class. It was terrible that he had to experience being bullied and having to see his friends be bullied by just other kids his age. So parents, be mindful of that. If you know your child's a bully, take hold of that. And if you're a person that's encouraging it, that's a problem. Stop it, because guess what? Bullies can turn into early age criminals. And then when someone retaliates, it causes an issue. Cyberbullying. we click on things and make little comments. Oh, they so fat or so ugly, they so out of shape, and you don't know the person on the other side of that, being their recipient, or what we write and say, how they may take it. Some people can't help the way they look. Some people can't help the way they their lifestyle preferences, as far as their ability to do things and whatever. And we make fast judgment comments on things, and we might be really, really damaging someone. Um, a lot of times people put up take pictures of people and they make it a meme and they post it on the internet, and they find it funny. And it's not always funny to just post things, like, because when you get around, you never know if it ever will circle back to the individual. I had seen this one thing and I was like, oh my god, like, we find it funny. Yes, life is hilarious on so many things. Life is all about laughing and joking, but when you make it about the downfall of someone else, especially if it was you in that shoes that you wouldn't want, think twice. That's another way of bullying people, because it's like, the things we say, like, I don't know how many times I've seen people be like, look, I got so much mouth behind the keyboard or the phone. Even talking on the phone, you got so much mouth, and the person on the other side might be weak and vulnerable and might want to take their own life, might be scared of every little thing. That ain't cool. So I think cyberbullying, phone bullying, texting people these harsh things. Like, I just dealt with a situation where somebody was texting somebody, and then somebody else was texting them too, and it's like, you're intimidating them. Stop that. Bullying ain't cool. It ain't cool. I never was one that tolerated bullying growing up. I was always you can call me a teacher's pet, but I don't call it a teacher's pet. I was the one that was taught that you don't make friends because somebody's popular. You become friends with a person because you want to become friends with them. And I was friends with whether you was the least or the most popular, whether you was known or unknown. I was friends with you because I didn't care what you had on, what you could afford, I became friends with you. Bullying in church, that's another popular thing that's circulating. People bully people in church. You bully them into doing things you want. You bully people into giving offerings. It's just bullying has to stop. Like, people go and call you out over the pulpit. That's not cool. That's not cool. Like, especially when you have no reason to do certain things. That's not cool. You pull people to the side to say stuff and murmur. That's not cool, because you're going to cause people to run away from the church, where it's supposed to be a safe haven. Granted, the church is a hospital, yes. And guess what? In a hospital, we have a lot of sick people. And but when they come looking for healing, you should not be the one that is supposed to heal them. Be healing them, and instead they're not finding no healing because you're the one that's causing their hurt. That's not cool. That don't we allow people to bully through testimonies. A lot of churches, they get rid of testimony. No, don't get rid of testimonies. Correct your testimonies. We bully through singing certain songs. Don't get rid of singing songs in church. Correct behavior. You know what I'm saying? We allow people to get up and preach and throw off on people and whatever. Don't do that. We hide behind people prophesying, and they try to scare you into certain things or make it seem so you can't be blessed. Don't do that. Church is not a gimmick. It's not a place to take advantage, just to lash out and think it's okay with God. It's not. And guess what? People cyberbully with church stuff too. They post things, they say things. That's not cool. Bullying at work. Let me tell you something. Bullying at work ain't no joke. People will get in a fight in a minute at work because somebody done said something. Somebody done made you feel uncomfortable. Somebody constantly like, oh, I'm gonna report you if you don't do this. That's not cool. Nobody came to work to get a paycheck to have somebody sit there hover over them all day just to bully them, make them feel uncomfortable. Like, you feel like you're scared to talk, you're scared to walk. Listen, this world was not made for no. Everyone should be able to walk a fine line just like the next one, enjoy life like the next one, not be in fear that if I walk past this person, they're going to say something. If I move past this person, they're going to do something. That's not cool. In fear of can't have a conversation because you don't know what's going to happen. That's not cool. That's not life. That's not enjoying life. God never meant for us to be in fear of one another. That's not, no. And it's like the suicide rate of people is just going up. The vengeance of people is just out of control, and it's so sad. Like, I'm telling you, like, bullying is a really big thing that people are scared to talk about, and they need to talk about. I'm quick to tell my son, somebody said something to you? Maybe because I'm a mom and just be like, I don't play that. And before I had a son, I would say that to anybody. Somebody said something, what they said to you. I'm quick to go say something back to somebody because it's like, listen, you're not going to make me feel intimidated. That's not cool. Some people intimidate people with their, bully people with their appearance of them just being in your presence. That's not cool. That is not, I'm telling you, it's scaring me how bad this world is allowing bullying to be so, like, it's nonchalant. And this is a saying I heard growing up: when your head hurts, the body hurts. When the man that sits in a White House, Donald Trump, can sit there and just bully people like over and 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 over again. And not enough people are crying out to say that's wrong. Then guess what? When the next person starts to bully, it shouldn't be wrong. And that's the problem. It has to first be he's wrong, the next one's wrong, the next one's wrong, the next one's wrong. It's trickling down and it's becoming out of control. It's coming out of control. We can't get a hold of the young children who's bullying. Hey, Shamrock from the Jamrock. We can't get hold of the young people that's bullying. And then you got adults that's bullying. Like, I'm telling you, like, I've been seeing people on the train. You try to bully people to get a seat, and you try to stare them down and stuff like that. That's not cool. Like, I'm like, the words that I hear people say out their mouth, it's just like, it's awful. Like, let me tell you something. My son used to be like, "Oh, mommy, I'd be like, did you eat lunch today?" No, my friend said, "Oh, you already in town?" My friends be like, "Oh, I want this, give me this." One girl was like, my son doesn't eat pork. She had a sandwich, and she was like, "I want some of your bacon. Give me some of your bacon. You have that." I said, "Okay, cool. Glad you made it safe." And I was like, you don't tell nobody to give me your stuff. And I was just like, yo. Then she was like, "And I want your chips." And because he's so free-hearted, he just gives it away because he thinks that's keeping friends. And I was like, no, don't let him talk to you like that. Like, or I'll send fruit snacks for, like, selective friends that he said was his friends. And all of a sudden he'd be like, "Mom, I need this for this friend because his friend told me to bring." Like, your friends don't tell you to bring stuff. Well, they say not going to be my friend. That's a bullying mentality. Or one day I'm your friend, next day I'm not because you didn't do what I want. That's not cool. And adults are like that too. One day I'm your friend, next day I'm not. That's not cool. Listen, I'm skinny. It's not my place to go crap on and belittle someone that's fat because they're fat. No, that's not my that's not cool because I don't know what they're struggling with. I could be an encourager, like, you know what, that's not good for your heart, your cholesterol, your knees, whatever. But I shouldn't go bullying them around because they're fat, or be like, get your fat butt up, go move your fat butt, go do this. You can't. That's not cool. That's bullying. And a lot of times it makes a person get deeper into their situation rather than getting better. Skin color. People bully people because of skin color. Let me tell you something. I love my shades of brown. Like, I love shades of brown. We shouldn't bully people because of shade color. Nobody was able to get up and say, "I want to be this color." No. We came out of the wombs of our mothers, and that's the color God gave us. Nobody can control that. I don't care how much people bleach their skin or not. You're still going to be the color you have, whether or not you bleach your skin. Just make yourself look different. That's not cool. In the music industry, you see people that bully each other. They want to pop off at each other. They write music about each other. That's not cool. And then it causes a ripple effect. Now you got innocent people amping up stuff, making things worse. That's not cool. No one should have to prove themselves just to fit in. When I was in high school, I was determined not to ever get bullied. And when people was trying, like going around, seeing who they could say is tough or weak, I stood my ground. And it's just sad, you know. And I'm just really encouraging people. If you see bullying, try to interfere before it's too late. Because all the shoulda, coulda, wouldas is no good when someone is. This is why a lot of kids are coming back to schools with rifles and guns and pistols and all those different type of weapons and knives because of bullying. This is why co-workers are coming back because somebody said something to them the wrong way. They was mistreated. They was treated unfair. Yo, intervene. Be open. Let's open our eyes before so we can stop this craziness. Like right now in Tennessee, is a mass. The person just shooting at random. We don't know why they're shooting at random. Random people are getting shot. We have to open our eyes to society today to say where are these telltale signs that we can tell. Granted, not every time we're going to see a person and know like this is a telltale sign, but then there's times you can tell. You can tell, like kids be on the monkey bars. I want to go on the monkey bars. Move. That's not how you talk. People go to the basketball court like, yo, we playing. You over there, like. Let me say something. One thing I can't stand is to see grown people tell kids to get off the basketball court so they can play. If they was there first, now you wait till they're done. Not them wait for you to be done. We allow age differences to cause and think it's okay to bully. No. And then say I'm in authority or I'm older. No, people's families, they bully people. That's not cool. You're gonna do this just because I said so. I'm older than you, or I'm this person in the family. You could take it. That's called taking advantage and manipulation, and it causes people to be scared. That's not cool. So I'm just encouraging people, like you don't know who might go home crying because they was bullied. Everybody can't make it to a therapist. Everybody can't make it. Everybody don't talk to everybody. Excuse me. Everybody don't talk to everybody to express their feelings. But that to me is a really sensitive topic because I've seen people be bullied and I've seen people. There's people that pop pills because it's like I feel happier. Or people that get bullied and they try to do things and they all of a sudden they change them because they want to fit in. That's not cool. That ain't cool. I would like I have not ever allow somebody to make me feel as though I have to do something to feel like I fit in, feel cool, or feel okay, or whatever. That's not cool. Don't let people guilt you. When people try to guilt you, that's bullying. I'm just like, oh, this bullying thing is really, really eating at me. Really eating at me. Like people, they say words and they say things to manipulate you into not trying to reveal that you're being bullied. Now go ahead and tell somebody and see what happened. Or you wanna go ahead tell. They say things that they know that you're not going to react because why you're in fear. That's bullying. If you know you're hurting and you're suffering at the hands of someone else, get help before you go and do something crazy that we as a person connected to you regrets that we didn't step in. So if a person is verbally aggressive, taunts you, have trigger things to you or whatever, or make you feel uncomfortable, make you feel scared, and make you feel like you gotta shut down, or you gotta make you feel as though that you have to walk on eggshells around them. That's a problem. We are supposed to be free and be able to be free to be around people, sit around people. Only thing that should scare you from being around somebody is because their actions in general to themselves. It shouldn't be because of what they do to you or what they might say to you. Or you're so scared to interact with somebody because how you see they treat somebody else. That's not cool. It's not cool. Like, I don't play that. At work, I don't play with nobody, no boss that's trying to be manipulating. There's one girl that used to be a manager, and she just stared you down, and she does that to try to scare you, um, or she'll say stuff. And I used to be like, that don't work with me. That don't work with me. She used to scare people into not talking to people. Like, don't talk to this person. 'Cause I said so. And if you talk to them, I'm write you up. That's bullying. So you took advantage, and that's not, you take advantage of their position over someone, whether you be a parent to a child, aunt to a niece or a nephew, or to someone in the family, a boss to an employee, management to someone else, preachers, ministers, deacons, saints, and friends. Depending on who's weak, who's the lesser of the two, a lot of times they take advantage of those positions, and it hurts. It hurts. And then it continues a cycle that needs to be broken. It's a cycle that needs to be broken. Like people that know somebody's afraid of an animal, and then you constantly come around them. Like a person that's scared of dogs, but then when you see this person, you come around with a dog, taunting them. It's bullying. You know a person's scared of you, and you constantly try to make sure they see you around a certain time every day, so they get scared to change up their. That's bullying. There's so many forms and signs of bullying. We just gotta open our eyes. A person with a deformity, don't bully them. Encourage them. Because that very well might be you. Don't laugh. Don't make fun. Teach our children not to laugh. Let me tell you something. I expose my son to everything. I wanted him to know what little people look like. You say what dwarfs, ninjas. I don't know the proper terminology, but people that didn't fully develop in height. I want him to see what the, so I watch those shows so he can see it. So if you see this person in real life, don't you laugh. Hear how they feel when people look at them and they can't use a adult sized toilet. Normally they have to jump up and whatever, and how you can't wash up in regular tubs because it's too big sometimes to get in, to climb over. The the the, the, the the ability that we have to just go to a hotel and then we can just climb in. To them, it's more of a hardship. Jumping up on a bed to get on the bed, different things. Go to restaurants, the bars is high to sit at the chairs, so they can't always. We have to be careful. Careful. People that are wheelchairs, be careful. People that have this two-tone skin color. Like I just saw there's a doll that's out now, a two-tone skin color to remake. I think a model. I want to give my god kids this doll because it's like I want you to see that it's all forms and shapes of people. Don't make fun of people. Don't bully people because they have a downfall or there's something you don't like. A lot of times when people bully people because they're insecure about themselves. I know someone that's in the ministry that bullies people all the time and like, I can expose you for this. They'll do something and constantly tell you I can expose you. I know a couple of people like that. That's wrong. They get close enough to you to know something about you and then hover it over your head. That's bullying. That's like somebody knowing that, oh, you did something in the past and not that many people know, and they'll constantly say, I know about this, so if you don't do this, I'm going to put you on the front street. That's not good. That's not good. That's terrible. That you would take somebody's personal private secret and then just, you know what I'm saying? It's different if you're like, okay, you told my business, I'm tell your business, but to constantly be like, oh, I got this over you, so you better do what I say, or people do that. People do that. Be careful, because you never know when the shoe is on the other foot and someone takes advantage and manipulates the position. That's all I have to really say about bullying. I don't know if anybody else has something to say about bullying. If you do, you can leave a comment, or whatever. If you have ever been bullied and you're no longer being bullied, how did you handle it? Like, these things are plaguing me because I know people are suffering from bullying and they don't know how to handle it. And it's just like, you know, there's people who are being bullied by their children's parents, whether it be male to the female, female to the male. Got married, so you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, and whatever. And because you're so like, okay, maybe you might be the parent with the less money and the money. Even if it's bullying, cover things over your head. Well, I ain't gonna get this thing. We ain't gonna do this. So you're gonna. That's that's bullying, big time bullying. That's not cool. All right. I'll check you later. A little bit of time before I gotta go. All right. God bless. May the Lord shine His face upon you.